We're supposed to find the exact value of some trigonometric expressions. This first one is the sine of 90 degrees. There's a few different ways of going through and doing that. Here's how I'm going to explain it. We have a unit circle, which is a circle that has a radius of 1 with a whole bunch of different information on it. And what I would do is I would start by taking a look at your angle and then seeing where on your unit circle that angle lies. If your angle is on either the x-axis or the y-axis, then I would approach this problem this way. So I take a look, it's the sine of 90 degrees. Just looking at the angle for a minute, I'm going to take a look at my unit circle here, and I'm going to see where is 90 degrees on the unit circle. I see it's up here at the top, and it is right on the y-axis. Anytime that you have a value on the x or the y-axis, for our unit circle, what I would do then is shift to the table underneath the unit circle, because all of the values on the x or the y-axis, all of those angles are on the table. 0, 90, 180, 270, or their radian equivalents, those are all on this table, and those are all of the possibilities if you're looking at something that's on the x or the y-axis. So the sine of 90 degrees, I look at that 90 degrees and I see on my unit circle that is on one of the axes. So I'm going to go down here to the bottom, and I'm going to go across the row for sine and down the column for 90 degrees and see that the sine of 90 degrees is equal to 1. Do a couple more of those. For letter B, let's take a look at something in radian measure instead. So I would start out the same way. Here's the tangent of pi radians. So I'm going to take a look at our angle measure, which is in pi radians, and I'm going to see, looking at our radian measure, where pi is, and it is here, and that is on the x-axis. So I'm going to just go and grab the answer off of the table on the bottom. I'm going to go across tangent, and I'm going to come down here from pi and look at that column, and where tangent and pi come together, that's going to be the answer. So the tangent of pi is equal to 0. Let's take a look at one of the reciprocal functions. Let's do secant, and let's do 270 degrees. So approaching that the same way again, take the angle first, 270 degrees. I look at my unit circle at my degree measure. 270 is on the y-axis, so I'm going to just find the answer off of the table. Secant, if I go across that row and 270 degrees, I go down that column, we find that the secant of 270 degrees is actually not a number at all. It is undefined. Sometimes when you go through and you calculate these trig functions, you end up actually dividing by 0, which gives you a value which is undefined. That happens on a few of those problems. So if the directions say find the exact value, I would start by taking a look at your angle and seeing where that lies on your unit circle. And if it's on the x or the y-axis, then I would just go and grab the answer off of the table on the bottom.